National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped. It's the Seahawks and the Titans coming up next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions.
Look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as they'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Burks.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Levis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up the blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Levis. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game. Yeah, what I loved about is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
7 Pirates, go!
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Levis looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second and look at this.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run again with Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You talk about this Titan defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So
frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
He's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2. Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Titan defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Levis's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. A 2nd down throw from Levis. He'll complete this one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A First down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Trey Brown there on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final position.
Because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Come on.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
19 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's second down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Levis sets up to throw here. Short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Levis going back to the air. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked up on Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks! Buffalo 18!
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Got it. Ready?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Well, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Levis back to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Levis to throw it. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Hold the ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Left side, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So thanks to the late touch. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Well, bootleg here. Levis. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here we go, fourth down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tights, 19 tights. Left wing 19.
Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Dragon 60. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Meanwhile, Levis's throw there complete to Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film. And
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Levis looking to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Here's Levis. This one downfield to Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kobe Bryant, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 4. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Delay of game, offense.
That's not good enough, man.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Myers' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Titans.
Play action now. Levis. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Levis to throw it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
That's a Titans touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Now. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to